One, first and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakodash, double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone that taught us this truth, salutation on Yakim, pushing this word day in and day out, doing this quick lesson on, saw a brother reposted this quick clip, and I figured I might as well use it as the intro, okay, for this lesson right here. So, man, you niggas, while you out there lollygagging around, lollygagging, watching, which ain't nothing wrong with watching it or indulging in it every now and then, but you niggas overdo it. Excuse me, I got a dry throat. NBA preseason, indulging in college football, NFL, World Series, Halloween festivities, you know. You got your last harvest fest, your wine fest and shit going on this month. What else niggas into, man? You name it, man. Any doctrine you could think of, any ideology you can think of, any idol worship you can think of. You know, niggas are involved in it, man. 2/3, right? This is what passed while you were sleeping.
What's up, everybody? While everybody was distracted with all the crazy stuff going on, the DoD put out a directive 5240.01. This is effective September 27th of 2024. Now y'all can read the title, but pretty much it's saying that the military can assist the law enforcement or other civil authorities. Now to me this screams that something's going to happen and the military's going to jump in. I'll leave the link in the comments so you guys can check it out, but it says this issuance implements paragraph all that stuff is amended, except as otherwise specified in the issuance. This issuance applies to all defense intelligence components when providing intelligence assistance to law enforcement agencies or other civil authorities. So I urge everybody to check this out because, I don't know. It's kind of fishy. So, go in the comments, grab the link.
Yeah, so it was more to that too. I thought you would get it, but basically, another key point in that act is that the military, while they're assisting the police, so-called, which the police are militarized, but the difference is the military, they have more combat experience. They have more deadly force experience than the police. Because the average police officer never killed nobody. You know, they probably came to the crime scene and seen a dead body, of course, but they never pulled the trigger, right? So, going into this, man, they was talking about the military being able to use lethal force, man. All right, while they're assisting the police officers. And, you know, in your Constitution, it says it's not supposed to be a standing military on U.S. soil, but that goes to show you the Constitution is done away with. This act right here, this legislation right here, or whatever it's called. Let me see. Let me rewind it. This directive, right? Department of Defense directive, right? This was, this overrides or supersedes the Constitution, man. All right, real soon they're gonna say, "Oh well, the Constitution's outdated, man." You know, they might have Kamala come on a speech on the podium and say, "Yeah, you know, Constitution calls black people 3/5 of a man, so we're gonna override the Constitution, you know, with our new world order legislation." You know, something to that effect, man. Okay? Because we're living in those times where shit's about to hit the fan, but it is hitting the fan, man. All right? I mean, shit. I might do another lesson on what I saw, man. Okay? So, that's crazy. I got my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I'm still getting alerts. But this is the Lord, man, getting ready to visit the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. Okay, so not only you have to worry about the what they call it, the Alien Act of 17 98 or whatever that shit was, where they can round up who they deem a threat and throw them in concentration camps. They passed this law too. This is all like back to back to back while niggas was sleeping, man. And this has been gone viral throughout all social media. So whoever leaked this, was an insider, or maybe Esau wanted it to be leaked. Let me see if I'm able to Google this. So of course, when you Google it, it sends you everywhere but the exact article, because Esau's trying to hide it. All right. And this is an old act, but they just keep refreshing it, because even with Esau's legislations and acts and shit, it has an expiration date, so they just renewed it basically. All right. Okay, yeah, here it goes right here. I found this on this forum, irate 4x4. Sounds like an Edomite website. It says, U.S. prepares for one of the most controversial and closely watched elections in history. Concerning an update to DoD Directive 5240 has quietly been put into effect, reissued on September 27, 2024. This directive governs the DoD intelligence activities and now includes provisions authorizing lethal force in certain circumstances when assisting civilian law enforcement. So it goes to show you it's going to be some type of military body patrolling the streets. While the directive forbids assassination, it opens the door to lethal interventions under national security conditions. You think of a national security condition, you think of hurricane, earthquake, riots, famines, food shortages, zombie, pestilence, all types of outbreaks and plagues that's written in the book, man. Those that aren't written in the book. All right. It says, however, the 2024 version expands the military's role, particularly in assisting civil law enforcement, and authorizes lethal force under specific conditions. All right. So lethal force, man. Shooting to kill, man. All right. And it'll be legal due to this act right here, man. They said, so people saying, what do they have planned? They're always going to shoot you. So Esau, he knows what time it is, But the thing is, another thing I heard about this act is that drone strikes, man. All right. But this is also going to tie into the market of beasts too, man. So all hell's getting ready to break loose, man. Okay. So these Edomites, you in for a rude awakening real soon, man. All right. And you 2/3 as well, man. So let me get some precepts. This is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devils come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So Esau knows he has but a short time, man. That's why he's terminate on site status, man, and he's going to use the military to do it. Because really, ultimately, man, they're going to do away with your little police force, your sheriffs, your little patrol, your beat officers. All that's going to be done away with, and then the military is going to take over, your UN and so forth, maybe National Guard. We riding in tanks, man, in your neighborhood, man. Rolling over your Teslas, your nice cars. They're going to be rolling over that shit, flatlining your nice cars, man. Because I believe the cars are made from like synthetic panels and shit, like carbon fiber and shit like that. All right. So they're literally going to roll over your house, your car, your trailer, whatever you're living in. Yeah, because it's so-called white man, he knows his time is short. That's why he's passing these directives, man. He's like, man, look, it's now or never with the New World Order, what they call it, Operation Warp Speed. I believe Trump or Biden mentioned it a few years ago. So they know they gotta start making moves, man. Because right now the people are fully woke into like the wickedness of this place. You know, the rituals, the government ain't on their side. They already awakened to that. They're not really awakened to the truth of the Hebrew Israelite yet, but they awakened to the everyday bullshit this society has to offer. You know, you working to make someone else rich. They awaken to that. Let me get Revelation 13, because this directive ties into that, man. It's Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls of all, just straight to the point, both small and great. So it don't matter if you're a janitor, a gig worker, and great. It don't matter if you're a bigwig CEO, LeBron James, 2 Chains, Jay-Z, 50, Odell Beckham, so forth, right? Deion Sanders, rich and poor, right? So all the guys I mentioned were rich, man. And then you got your poor, nobody's your everyday average Joe out here, right? That just working his 9 to 5, trying to stay alive, pay his bills, go home, drink beers on Sundays, watch football. You got your average everyday, your average Joe. You got a lot of them out here, free and bond. So it don't matter if you out on the streets, moving and shaking, or you, locked up behind bars to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right? What's that mark? That's a karama, that karas. That's an incision. Incision, man. All right. Basically, you look at the chip, it's like a sword, man. You getting penetrated by Esau's sword, man. Digital sword. And he'll control your ass as soon as you get the chip, man. That's why the jab was a good trial run. Because, hey, for brothers out there, if you didn't take the jab, more than likely you won't take the chip, man. So just pray to endure. Pray to stay strong, man. You're going to get threatened to lose your livelihood, your apartment, your house, whatever you live in, your comforts, your vehicle, your woman, your kids for certain brothers. You still got to endure until the end, man. To say no, man. No's is probably more powerful than yes when it comes to word, because every animal know what no means. You know what I mean? You got certain animals that don't understand yes, but they know what no means. So that's the same spirit you gotta have. Of course, we ain't animals, but that's the same spirit. You gotta have that dominion spirit, man, that rulership spirit, but saying no. It's like you tell an animal no, you tell this devil, if he's an animal, tell him no, man. All right. And it says, and that no man might buy or sell. So it goes to show you that the jab wasn't. This is like the main thing. That's the scripture right here that shows you the jab wasn't a mark, because ain't nobody buying or selling with the jab. First we was like, man, I don't know, maybe the chip is in that shit, but never seen nobody hold their hand to a palm reader and pay with the jab, with Pfizer and the other one, Johnson and Johnson. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Yeah, that's 666, that barcode system. Basically, you take the chip, you become inventory for Esau. Cattle, you become his possession, his slave, Here's wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of his man, and his number is 603 score and 6, right? That's 666 barcode system, like I said. Let me see. I'm gonna jump up to 15, so like that's the verse I really wanted. And he had power to give life into the image of the beast. That's his Greco-Roman beast system, man. From America spearheading the NATO and the EU. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast. How do you worship the image of the beast? By taking a RFID chip. Should be killed. So, that directive where it says the military could use lethal force and such and such situation. Hey, that ties into this prophecy right here. So they probably don't even have an expiration date. Even though this devil's time of rulership is short, so-called white man, the Edomites, along with the rest of the heathen nations, but the Edomites are running the show. Even though his time is short, he probably don't even have an expiration date on that shit, like he has in the past. He kept renewing, making amendments. And this second Ezra 8:50, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride, man. So many great miseries. All right. So the Lord ain't coming for mercy for the masses, only for the elect, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners who descend thereof on their forefathers' lineage, but they look like the other nations. Maybe they had a heathen mom on their mother's side, but this is about the seed. It's all about the men. All right. So, these acts are being passed because people have walked with great pride, man. Here it is. You people got even more wicked, even more prouder. After COVID, COVID should have humbled the majority of y'all, but it ain't. You people got even worse. So that's why these unrighteous decrees are being pushed to the forefront, man. But you niggas don't care. You think, oh yeah, it's not in my lifetime. Maybe my kids or grandkids got to deal with it, but guess what? Yeah, they're going to deal with it. But it's going to be in the near future while they still small and, what they call it. I was going to say fragile, but it's another word, feeble. While they're small and feeble, they're going to have to be running for their lives, fighting and, living like the Last of Us and shit. Whatever your favorite zombie dystopian movie, man. Because that's what America's turning into. I mean, it's been a dystopia for us. But, for you wicked evildoers out there, you nigga woman, 2/3, you heathens, America's been a utopia for you, a false utopia. But now you're about to see what it really is. You're going to feel, what we've been going through, man. And it ain't going to be nice because it's going to be pain. It's going to come with great pain, man. This is 1 Peter 4:17. For the time has come that judgment should begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end of them and be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh? So, judgment, man, is beginning, man, with Jake, man. You hear Trump said some shit about rounding you northern tribes up, man. Alien Act of 1798, and then if you try to sneak back in, you getting 10 years off the rip, 10-year sentence. But they probably ain't gonna do that. They just probably gonna throw you in a FEMA camp, see if they can re-educate you. If not, they're gonna off you. They're gonna make an example out of you for you wicked northern tribes still eating pork and carnitas and committing adultery. The northern tribe woman famous for adultery because everybody want a piece of that. Out of all the tribes of Yasharala, she's the most fairest right now. She's the most loveliest, all right? So everybody want a piece of that. The heathens do, the niggas do, the northern tribe niggas, the spics do, and so forth. So you're going to have to get judged on this side, man, for your abomination. Then, of course, y'all worship the so-called white man. You think he white. Man, one time I was in the gym, sauna at the gym, and I had a picture on my phone with the northern tribes used to look like in the 1800s. They still had the dark skin, you know what I mean? And then, the northern tribe, he was clinging on the Esau, which he could have been a tear, but, he's clinging on the Esau. I was like, look, this is what your foreparents are like. He's like, nah, He said, nah, and he got up. I don't think I ever seen him again. He's like, nah, man. Why? Because they love Esau. He's been Edomite washed, whitewashed, so called. You know. So get this last precept, Psalms 91 and 10. That's all a nigga like that if he don't repent. In the coming times, it's gonna be off with his head in the FEMA camp. This is Psalms 91 and 10. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Because thou hast, I'm gonna jump up to 9. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. So the Lord's going to have angels, you know, which he has angels now set up to lead our directions, lead our paths. But in that day, we physically going to meet our, you know, what they call our guardian angels that's been watching over us since we were little boys. Even in our past lives, they were watching over us. They done seen, you know, the so-called evolution of us, man, the growth, you know, into the Hebrew Israelites we are today, man, you know, doing the best we can, man. All right, so I'm going to end it there, man. Until next time, so